Hi there guys, Farmer Bob here. Welcome back to my channel, man. Great to be back guys with another video on map making. In today's video we're going to look at some XML problems on I3D and XML problems on a mod. So if you're converting a mod from FS22, you always, not always, but most of the time could have some hiccups, you know, with changes in the way things work in animations and in naming and all kinds of problems that could arise, you know. So we're going to look at the mod that someone has sent me to have a look at. He can't figure out why his doors isn't working. Now I normally don't do this because I honestly don't have time to do things for guys. If you can imagine, I almost have 5,000 guys on YouTube asking me questions, and I honestly don't have time to help everyone, you know. But this was an intriguing thing for me. So, and I thought of making a video on this, how to get the doors to work when you convert them, you know. So looking into this will help a lot of guys. So yeah, please don't send me your mods to fix. I don't have time for that, to be honest. This is a once-off or an only situation where I can help someone, as well as something interesting for everyone else to have a look at, you know. But anyway, guys, let's jump in. If this is the first time on my channel, a warm welcome to you. Please do consider liking, subscribing. I always ask that because it's important to help my little channel grow, you know. So thanks so much, guys. And for my old-time supporters, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Anyways, guys, let's jump in and have a look at this mod that the guy sent to me, and having what it is. It's a normal, what do you call it, a shop, a vehicle shop with four doors on it. It's got two garage doors and then an entry door and a middle door, you know. So I had a browse obviously beforehand a bit just to figure out what is going on, and there is some absolute frustration. Yeah, I can imagine why the guy can't get it to work. First of all, as I say in always on my videos, do not download a mod from these third-party mod sites and try and convert it. You will have nightmares exactly like this one. Do take your mods from ModHub and go through there. There are millions of mods on ModHub to choose from, and they all have been passed through Giants' screening process, so all the problems are fixed for you without you going to have to struggle like this, you know. So that is my best recommendation that I can do. Before we carry on, let's just jump in then and have a look at this thingamabob. So I'm going to open the I3D first and just give you a run around how this thing looks and what the problems is. So first of all, you've got the little building, and then movable doors. There are four doors. Now, when you see stuff like this, garage door, Porto X2, Porto garage door 2, whatever, you can already imagine this is going to be a nightmare when coming to sort out naming and all of that in the XMLs, you know. So when you guys do mods, create the things in the proper order and process of what Giants uses. Then not only is it easier to follow, but also easier to find problems, you know. So if you want to have a look at what a door system should look like, you would like to open any of the placeables. I think, what was it? Garage Big Service has doors in it. So let's have a browse in there, what the format of the door should be looking like, you know. So you normally have three components in any door that you want. There is a door for us here, yeah. So if you select this door, you can see it's door 5. That's the main transform. Then you've got the working part of the door, the movable part, and then the trigger is outside of the movable part. So that's your three things that is very important. Do not have your trigger moving with the door. You will have errors. And then your moving part must be in its separate I3D transform group. And you'll see the naming door 5, door 05 and trigger door 05. Okay, so that's the main transform. for your sounds will be connected to the main transform. Then the door moving parts is door 05. It's different from door 5. And then the trigger for door 05 is the trigger for the moving door. So that's your three things. And the order how they are situated is very important. So you've got your main transform for the door. The moving parts separated from the trigger. And the trigger is just in the main transform. So you've got two parts in the main transform, the moving parts and the trigger. If you organize your things like that, you will almost always have no problems. And then the other thing, which is very important, the main transform is the one that positions your door. And then you have the moving part of the door, which will be at the zeros. You see, it's at the zeros, and then the trigger will also be at the 0 because it's inside of the main transform. So if I look at this now, it is moved a little bit. Probably, I'm not sure why they've moved it, but in general, I think they just moved it around to fit the frame. That's probably what it is. But in general, you would not want to move the door around. You can move the trigger and door, the main transform, but try not to move the door, the actual moving part around, because that is going to cause problems for you in the XML when it comes to your animation part. So this should always be 0. To have it working correctly. And you will see this is exactly what this guy is struggling with. Some of his stuff is out there. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at the XML. So if you open the XML, first of all, I've fixed a few things in it, just here to make it placeable for myself. I've added to building sheds and whatever. And then very first thing, the placeable type is from FS19, I think. We don't use that anymore. You delete that. The placeable type is now up here. Simple placeable, you see. Alright, so you can't have two of them, just have one. Otherwise, it might be confusing for the game when it reads the XML. Then we go down now to the animated objects. And now, let's do one door at a time. I'm going to maximize this so we have a bit more space. So naming, like I said, naming is extremely important. Garage door, he's got garage door here. And you'll see his second door is also called garage door. Very first problem. You cannot have indexes with the same door. It just doesn't work like that, because now your triggers is going to be confused, because door trigger 1 opens garage door, and garage door is here as well. So first problem, you can't have that. So you're going to have to make this one garage door 2. Now, whenever you change indexing or naming, do come down to your mapping section and change the mapping as well. So we have garage door 2 then. All right, there you go. And now let's look at the triggers. That's separate. I said let's do them one at a time. So let's just take the first door and work through the first door. Maybe I should minimize this. Can I minimize it a little bit? Yes, I can, like that. And then we can have it here, sitting here. So we can verify. So garage door 1 here and garage door 2. I'm just going to put this one 2 as well. We're not going to change the noding for it. So we'll just leave the naming. Right, so garage door and garage door 2. I would have actually liked if garage door 1 was that side, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. We know now garage door 1 is now in the middle. Alright, so that's the one there. So garage door is there. And then we go down to the door 1 trigger. Animation. Door 1 trigger. So door 1 trigger is, as you can see, he's got the sounds and the trigger, the trigger and the sounds linked together, which doesn't really matter because the trigger is stationary, so that can work for now. But normally you will have your sound connected to the door's main transform. And as you can see here, his main transform and his trigger, oh my word, yeah, it's in the same section. So this is totally wrong. The first problem, you can't have your trigger inside the door that's moving, because this door is moving and now you've got a trigger in there, and now what's going to happen is this trigger is going to move with the door. You're going to have an error. So first problem. So how to solve that? And I can assume it's the same on garage door 2. So we'll blank out door 2 first and then just fix door 1. So this trigger need to go into the main transform for the garage door, which is there. Oh, and look at this also. Another problem, the standard, which is the frame of the door, is also part of the moving door. It will never work like that. Never ever. You cannot have that. So this door section is totally built incorrect. So let us take the trigger and standard out and put it into a new garage door transform. So create transform group in there like that, transform. And let's call that garage door, Control C, because that can be alright. Control V like that. And then we take this whole thing, drop it in there. That will keep our noding the same. And then the trigger and standard we drop in the main transform like that. Okay, so are we now having a bit of a different section here? Yeah, that looks good. So the main transform now is 0, 0, 0, which is garage door, which I would now copy and drop in here for the sound, just to have that on its own thing. And door 1 trigger is still there. Okay, that sounds better. And then the name garage door, we need to have that also. Garage door, movable door, that's garage door, and then garage door. Let me just think now. This one should be on its own name. That's the movable part. So we give this garage door 01 like that. Copy that. And then this is the movable part. Paste that in there. Alright. Garage door 01. Door 1 trigger and standard. Standard doesn't matter. This is not noded in your thing because it's just a prop or a visible thing. But the trigger is important. That is important. And this one, the moving parts, is important. Okay, so now let us now have a look at that. Alright, so that is how you fix it. So door 1 trigger is still door 1 trigger, garage door, and garage door 01. That's your 3 things. So let's go down to the nodes and fix the nodes. Here at the mappings. So we have garage door, which now is door 1 trigger. It doesn't have a node for the sound. Okay, so let's make that one the sound node. And then garage door 01 would be then our moving part, if I'm correct now. Just go back here to the top. Garage door 01. Garage door 01. Yes, that will be our moving part. So let's just get garage door 01. Our moving part is now that node. Grab it here and make it like so. Control V. And door trigger will obviously have moved now as well. It's still 4 zeros. Okay, good. So the trigger is the same. Garage door 01 is the only one that moved. Now I'm just thinking now, if you now have noding for, yeah, you see you've got elements. So let's just to keep the elements in the same thing. So we had the elements 01. So what we want to do is move this one up, the standard. So garage door 01 will now still have the same transform for there. So let us grab that then rather. Garage door 01, put it in there like so. And then the sound is garage door. So the sound is 000. Garage door 01 is 0001. That's correct. And then now all our noding is 0010, 000. Oh yeah, that's going to change anyway. Oh my word, because we've put it in its own transform now. Okay, so we're going to have to quickly fix this as well, all the noding for these elements. So that one will be there, and this I assume will only be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so it's only a simple matter of pasting them all the elements like so, like so. Alright, so it is 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. There you go. And then standard should be 07, and standard is 002. Like I say, you don't need to map this one. It doesn't really need mapping, because it's not really part of any moving part in the XML. If you look at standard, you'll see there's 2 of them, and they are nowhere else referenced in the XML. So we might as well just delete these nodes, the frame for the door. You don't need those in there, I think. I hope I'm right. Okay, so just to verify, we've got garage door 000, garage door, the door 1 trigger. Oh my word, look at this door 1 trigger. Door 1 trigger, I've noticed here is a problem. Door 1 trigger is spelled in the I3D as with a capital T, but now if you go to the keyframe here, door 1 trigger has got a small letter T. So very important to fix this. We need to fix this out here as well, and I can guarantee you it will be the same thing for door 2, port 2, door 2 trigger. There it is. You see capital T, but we'll not. We like I said, we're not going to do door 2 for now. It's just blotch door 2 out, so we don't have errors with that. And I can guarantee you it will give an error for that trigger that's not there or wrongly named. So door 1 trigger and garage door, right? I think we've got it all listed now. So there it is. Garage door 01, and door 1 trigger. Sounds to me like we've got it all done. Door 1 trigger, garage door. What is going on here? I'm just thinking now. So it's garage door 01. Is the naming correct? No, garage door 01. Yes. All right. Okay, that all looks good to me. Let's save that one. I think, if I'm correct, that should all be fine. Let's save this. Quickly open the game while we are busy fiddling here, and then just test. Let's see if it works. Door 1 trigger. Okay. Yeah, I think that is we're probably going to have some errors as well, because we've got mappings here now. We'll see now. We'll see now what is going on. Quick and easy, guys. Quick and easy. And that is mainly the main problem with poorly designed mods. You you have stuff that's not working correctly because I just want to see, here it is, because the triggers and the naming and everything it's all over the place, you know, so it gets confusing if the stuff is not following a format. So always have your stuff in a format and compare it to the in-game stuff. Then you'll probably almost always never have a problem. And we're going to come to the smaller doors just now. I'm just going to fix one big door and then fix one small door, and then we'll have a look what's spotting, you know, to see what's going on there. We haven't focused on the small door yet, but we just want to get the big door to work first. So going in there, construction, sheds, it should be here at the bottom. Could not load the item. Why not? I3D could not be. Oh my word. Okay, I forgot to link the I3D because I've now made a mod of it to let me be able to place it in game, and I think I forgot the I3D top. So let's have a quick browse here. Just want to get this minimized. Oh yeah, here we go. You see, that is a problem. And then store is fine. That is fine. We just see yeah, all of this is fine. All right. So now in the game nicely, we don't have to reload it because we can just go in here, store items, reload, and clear, and then we'll be fine, and we can repurchase it. Hopefully it will work now. Yeah, there we go. Great. So drop there and visit it. Let's have a browse. So we've worked on this door here, the door 1, and perfect, error free. Okay, so that is door 1 solved, sorted out. Now the guy who's mod this is can watch the video and do door 2 himself. This is obviously going to be exactly the same process, no difference. So now these doors, let's have a look at these doors quick. So this door opens, it works, and there's no errors, but look at what happens. The door opens up there in the field. Now I'm going to quickly show you how to solve this, but unfortunately this is not 100%. I will say with a lot of tweaking and a lot of frustration, you'll be able to get this door to work properly. But it is utterly poorly designed and built, first of all. So that is where your problem is with this door. But let's jump in here. And like I said, I had a look at it beforehand, before I make the video, so that I can not waste too much time figuring out what's going on. So that door in there, let's look at this one outside, like so. And your first thing that you notice is look at where the node is for the door, and look at where the door is. That is why it's opening up there into the field. Now this is not the moving part, this is just the main transform. But still, this node is still not where it should be, because now this is the moving part. Remember, garage door, Grange door, or whatever this is called. So now you have a thing here in the middle of nowhere. Alright guys, sorry for that. It's a bit of a commotion with the dogs, but anyway, all sorted. So how to fix the door problem? As you can see, definitely a huge issue with the node sitting there. It will never work with the node out there. So the only way to fix this, the proper way to fix this, is chuck the door, build a new door, because I don't know of a way of getting that door's frame to 0 where it should be. It's at 0 now, but look, it's not at the position. So I've got no idea how to do that. I've tried a million times. There's no way for you to get that thing back to 0. But anyway, what I'm doing normally with this type of thing is just create a new transform, and just look at the node on this garage door. It's 030. So what we want to do is chuck this transform just above it, like there, and drop. Before you drop it in there, what you want to do now is bring this transform to where the gate or the door is going to swing. Alright, so bring it there. It's going to swing somewhere around there. The handle is on this side, the door swing is there, or the hinges rather is there. So we want to see, it's a bit out. These things are very finicky. Then it's inside and then it's outside. It's strange. But anyway, that is what it is. So you put it there where the door is going to swing. And then, once you've done that, you chuck the door in there, like so. And now you'll see, if you select the door now, you've got a nice 0 to work with. Control C, Control V in there. In there, Control V like that. Just name it garage door. So you'll select that now as your door to swing with. Alright, so let us see if that actually works. I normally, that's the only way I know of fixing this type of problem, you know. So now that we have that, it's still 0030, which is good. So the door will go. We haven't changed any of the noding or whatever. So let's just save it as is. and run back into game. Go out here and just refresh our store again, like so. Right, it's refreshed. And then let's buy that again. That one there. Drop it there. See, oh, now we have a problem. Index not found, 00301. Okay, so there is a problem with the index. Let's just sell this again. 00301. Root node, failed to find child. So we're looking at 00301 is a problem. So let us have a look at 00301. Oh, okay. What is going on here? He has nodes for these things, the inner working parts of the door, the handle and everything. But there's no moving parts for any of those, so there's no need to reference that in the XML. Let's just have a browse there. You see in the moving parts, it doesn't have a moving door handle. So, yeah, there's no point in having a mapping for that. So let's just have 301. 00301. You see, and this is also a big no-no, guys, a space. Never ever put spaces in your things. Put an underscore, because that will be a problem. Door 001 and Pigoni 001. Okay, so 00301, there it is. So this 2 we can delete, because you don't need references for them, as far as I know. That should be fine. That should be there. Yeah, this 2. Okay, so let us try once again. But now, first, we want to clear. I just want to go out there, exit, and then reload. Like so. And test. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so let's see if our door is working. Just want to get out of the shop. Our door's not even there. Where is it? It's okay, it's opened. So our positioning is now incorrect because of that transform that we've added. So what we need to do then is escape once again. Just fix our positioning. So visit cell that, yes, thank you. Okay, out there, our positioning. So our positioning now is, if you look at that, our positioning is now there. And I wonder now, what is our positioning? So let's have a look at the what do you call it? The thingamabobs here. We didn't do that one. Which one did we work on now? I think it was this Porta X2. Was it Porta X2? Porta Grande 2. You see, this naming, it's horrible. Totally horrible. We worked on this one, which is 003. 003. Porta Grande 2. Alright, so that's the one we worked on. So we need to now find Porta Grande 2 here on top in the animation. And it's not even there. What is going on here? What is going on here? So 003, the moving part is this one here, which is 0030 is the moving part which we need to see. 0030, which is Granger door. Okay, so this is the one we need to see. Okay. Granger door. So we have framing from 000 to 090. Okay, so that is where our problem is. Keyframe. The keyframe is at 000. So what we need to do is take this rotation of it simply it's minus 180, 0, minus 180, minus 180, like so, 0, and then minus 180, put that in there, like so. And then when you open the door, this door we want it to open to the outside, I think. I'm thinking, yes, we want it to open to the outside, which, if I look at the rotate, it is the Y that wants to rotate. So let's just put this at 90, like so, and you can immediately see the scaling problems that's now being derived from. We have to try and fix this thing. So this is also a big nightmare. So let us just fix that first of all. Control Z. So this scaling, Grange door 0030, the scaling is there. So what we want to do is edit, freeze transform, not those, but only the scale, and preserve the instances for us. So the scale will be 1. So, okay, that's good. And then at the door is 1, which is good. And this is all 1, it's good. So everything that's moving, you can never have things that move with scaling at any scale. So if you have scaling there that's not 111, you have to freeze the transform so they go back to 1 on the scaling only. Alright, so that is now sorted. And now we can go and look at this door. Have we got it now? I'm sure if I was correct, that should have been a 0. Yeah, it was a 0. Just to be sure. And then we want to move that now to, was it 90? Yeah, it's 90. And it's still doing that strange moving thing, but I think it's got to do with the nodes, it's got to do with the nodes, guys. So there's nothing that we can really sort that for. But anyway, Control Shift C for this end of the time frame. Control V, drop it in there, so it's 180 again. I could have just manually done that, it would have been easier, like so. 90, 180. Alright, so save it like so. Control Z, we don't have to save anything. Yeah, we actually have to save this. This should be 0. Save it there. Alright. Okay, so now we can go back in game, escape, and then once again, hopefully for the last time, reset our store, like so. Alright, and then purchase it. Check for errors, no errors, that's very good. Our door is where it should be. And it's opening correctly. Though be it going shorter when you open it. Yeah, it's horrible because of that node that is now, the actual node is out there somewhere and the door is here, so you can imagine that there will be some weird things going on because of the 2 nodes that is now moving around. Yeah, unfortunate, nothing I can do about that. As I said, very poorly designed mod, built wrongly from the start. So things that you have to keep in mind when you build doors, have your the actual moving door must be at 0 position here. You can't have it anywhere else, otherwise you're going to have funny problems like this. But that is the way to solve some of your XML issues with doors. I hope it's been insightful. And always a big tip, guys, always reference your in-game stuff. Go to an in-game placeable and have a look at the doors there to see how they are built for naming and for positioning and for the XML work connecting to that. That is my best tip that I can give anyone, to always do that. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope it's been insightful. It's been fun to me. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, great stuff, man. Thanks a lot for everyone that supports me on Patreon. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. And take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.